What if I told you that the difference between a brand that struggles on social media and one that dominates its space online often comes down to one thing: engagement? Not just posting, not just showing up, but actually mastering the art of social media engagement in a way that captures attention, sparks conversations, and builds real loyalty. If you're posting but not getting results, this video is going to show you exactly how to change that, and stick till the end where I share a valuable resource you can use to enhance your social media engagement. The Engage and Grow Your Community checklist that helps turn passive scrollers into active fans. Hi, this is Farhad, and I help business owners and real estate leaders skip the years of trial and error and grow faster without the stress or burnout by sharing what I've learned from 20 years in sales, marketing, and human behavior. So let's talk about why social media engagement has become one of the most important factors for any brand in today's digital landscape. Engagement is more than just likes and comments. It's the heartbeat of your brand's online presence. Every like, share, comment, or direct message is a signal. It shows that someone found value in your content, that they're willing to interact with it, and maybe even advocate for your brand. High engagement rates aren't vanity numbers. They fuel brand awareness, strengthen relationships, and ultimately increase conversions. Engaging content is what sets you apart in a crowded marketplace. It influences not just whether people notice you, but whether they actually trust you and buy from you. Each platform, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, offers unique ways for people to interact. So it's not about posting the same thing everywhere. It's about crafting strategies that resonate with your audience and leveraging engagement as both feedback and growth fuel. When done right, social media engagement helps you build a community that drives your business forward. Now let's break down what social media engagement really is and why it matters so much. Engagement simply means the interactions between your content and your audience. It includes likes, comments, shares, saves, and DMs. And here's the thing: the more people engage with your content, the more the platforms reward you with visibility. It's their way of saying, people like this, let's show it to more people. For a business, engagement builds awareness, strengthens trust, and creates a vibrant online community. Think about it. When people actively interact with your posts, they're more likely to remember your brand, buy from you, and recommend you. High engagement levels also mean your content is actually relatable and valuable, not just noise in the feed. But it's not enough to just understand this at the surface level. Each platform behaves differently. Instagram thrives on visuals. TikTok thrives on quick, creative storytelling, while LinkedIn values insight and professional conversation. If you want to stand out, you need to prioritize meaningful interactions and adapt your strategy across these platforms. When you focus on engagement, you're not just chasing numbers. You're building a system for sustainable growth. But how do you measure whether what you're doing is actually working? That's where engagement metrics come into play. The key ones to track are likes, shares, comments, saves, and click-through rates. Likes are the simplest form of approval. They show people notice you. Shares amplify your reach and indicate your content is valuable enough to spread. Comments take it deeper, showing people are willing to stop scrolling and actually talk to you. Saves tell you your content is valuable enough to revisit. And click-through rates measure whether your CTAs are effective at driving people to take action outside the platform. Here's the real value. By consistently monitoring these metrics, you can identify trends, figure out which content hits hardest, and refine your strategy. Maybe your audience prefers short-form video over carousel posts, or maybe they engage more with behind-the-scenes stories than polished promotional material. The data will tell you. And with tools like Meta Business Suite, Google Analytics, or even native Instagram Insights, you can see all of this clearly. Businesses that measure engagement properly make data-driven decisions instead of just guessing. And that's how you create stronger connections and better results. Next, let's get into what actually makes content engaging in the first place. At the core, it's all about creating posts that captivate your audience. And captivating content is usually visual, emotional, and interactive. High-quality images, compelling videos, and striking infographics grab attention. Storytelling gives your content soul. Share customer stories, personal experiences, or lessons learned to make your content relatable. When people see themselves in your stories, they connect more deeply. On top of that, don't shy away from tapping into trending topics or cultural conversations. This keeps your brand relevant. But one of the most overlooked engagement tools is interactive content. Polls, quizzes, and open-ended questions invite participation. Suddenly, your audience isn't just watching you, they're talking with you. And this dialogue builds community. The smartest brands also study their analytics to see what type of content resonates most. Do people love tutorials, motivational posts, or behind-the-scenes glimpses? By diversifying your content and staying audience-focused, you keep things fresh and your engagement consistently high. Now let's talk about timing and platforms, because when and where you post is just as important as what you post. Research shows that certain times, like mid-afternoons during the week, tend to perform better across platforms. But here's the catch: every audience is unique. That's why analytics matter. Instagram and TikTok thrive on high-energy visual storytelling. LinkedIn works better for thought leadership and professional insights. Facebook is still powerful for community building and groups. The trick is to not only understand the unique behavior on each platform, but also to post consistently. Consistency builds anticipation. People start to expect your content at certain times, which increases engagement. Experimentation is also key. Test different posting times, track the results, and adjust. Even seasonal trends can influence when your audience is most active. Brands that master this timing game always have an edge, because they're not just posting randomly. They're showing up exactly when their audience is ready to engage. Now, let's dive into strategies that will boost your organic engagement without relying on ads. Storytelling is huge. It humanizes your brand and builds emotional connections. User-generated content is another goldmine. When your customers create content about your brand, it builds trust and authenticity and amplifies your reach. Interactive posts, polls, contests, challenges invite people to participate, and that instantly increases your visibility. People love to engage when they feel like their opinion matters. And don't underestimate the power of visually stunning content. In today's fast-scrolling world, a scroll-stopping image or video can be the difference between being ignored and going viral. The combination of storytelling, UGC, and interactive elements creates a dynamic online presence where people don't just consume your content, they engage with it, they share it, and they become part of your community. Finally, let's talk about leveraging analytics and feedback to continuously improve. Platforms like Facebook Insights, Google Analytics, and Twitter analytics give you hard data on what's working and what isn't. By tracking metrics like reach, engagement, and demographics, you learn your audience's preferences and behavior. But it's not just about the numbers. Actively seeking feedback is just as important. Run surveys, ask for comments, encourage DMs, and then actually respond. When you engage directly, people feel heard and valued. Over time, you'll see clear patterns of what resonates. You'll know whether your audience prefers humor, education, or inspiration. And when you double down on what works, engagement skyrockets. It's this loop of testing, analyzing, and refining that creates long-term growth. Brands that listen to both the data and their audience always win because they stay relevant and adaptive in an ever-changing digital world. So here's the takeaway. Social media engagement is not a nice to have. It's the engine that powers your digital marketing success. By understanding what engagement really is, tracking the right metrics, creating captivating content, posting at the right times, using smart strategies like storytelling and UGC, and constantly learning from analytics and feedback, you can transform your social presence. Engagement is how you move from being just another brand in the feed to being the brand people remember, trust, and buy from. And as promised, I've got something special for you. I've put together the Engage and Grow Your Community checklist, a simple, actionable tool you can use to boost your engagement starting today. You'll find the download link right in the description below, so make sure to grab it and put it into action. If this resonates with you and you're ready to take your engagement strategy to the next level, I'd love to invite you to book a call with us. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and share it with anyone who might find it helpful.